So then you have your media uploaded. You're going to then add it into an object, and there's artifact versions of objects, there's specimen, there are geological specimens. If I wanted to do that cleared and stained alligator, for example, I could choose it's a biological specimen and it's an animal. And then you have all of this metadata, all of these metadata fields that you can fill out. There are only a few that are required. For example, every object needs to have a title, and every object needs to have a description. And every object needs to have a credit or a citation, I believe. Just in, not a citation, sorry. The rights, you need to indicate what the rights are with each object. So then you've had an opportunity to upload all of the media that you've listed in your template here. All the media is up. You've included all of the metadata fields. And from there, that's when the kind of fun part begins. So the template, the blank template here, we can see has each of the activity types on the MDL platform nicely outlined and available for you to use to build out your resource kits. So and as an overview, there are, I think, 5 different kinds of activities. We have a narrative activity, we have a slideshow activity, we have a hotspot activity, an annotation activity, and a timeline. And these are blank so that when you're building out your new resource kit, you can copy and paste one of these activity types and fill in the details that you will be uploading onto MDL. So what does this look like when it's filled out? Here is, again, the Tully Monster Mystery template that's been filled out. Below this overview, the resource kit overview, we've got all of the activities that are included that have also been templated out. Each one has a title and a description. We have whatever image is featured as the main image listed here. We've got the text components and the standards. Every individual activity has standards. So within one resource kit, you can have activities that are I see your question, Sarah. We will get to that in a minute. You can have standards that apply to middle school grade bands or upper elementary grade bands or high school grade bands. Sarah asks, what if your media files have embedded metadata saved with the file? Is there a way for the program to extract the metadata from the file to save from having to enter the information again? That's a really great question. Currently, there is not a way for the web application to extract that metadata from the image file. However, I believe that Newfields is exploring ways of making the process of uploading media more streamlined for future versions of the platform. Not sure if anyone from Newfields would like to speak to that at all.
Thanks. Go ahead.
I was just going to say we do have a bug/feature request form that we'll be sharing so that throughout this process, as anyone discovers bugs or has ideas like that and that could make the platform better, we invite all of that kind of feedback, and bugs are worked out pretty promptly. So that's great to hear, to have those sort of suggestions.
Great. Batch upload.
That's part of batch uploading for better data entry is part of our plans for phase 2. So currently, no, it's the manual data entry, copy pasting from a reference file that you have on your computer to create each object. But we do have plans to make batch upload possible.
Awesome. Great, we've got another standard question from Maeve. So for educational standards alignment, If we usually align to city-state standards, should we be looking to call out alignment to national standards? That is a great question. I wonder if someone from History Colorado might be more suited to speak to this, as we usually align with the national standards.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, everybody. So we oftentimes do also align to Colorado state standards. So this was something that we encountered. And I will say that we chose national standards, but within our process to include in the platform, but we also included state standards. So I think the answer for us was really both, and they were, our state standards were in alignment. So, and I don't know if there's anything else, either Newfields or Melissa, if you wanted to add to that, but I believe there was, I'm sorry, I don't know off the top of my head, I believe that there is an option of inputting additional standards than the ones that we have populated, which you can see on the screen now.
Yes, so there is not a function to add custom standards at this time, since standards are a key search component. So we want to make sure that they're accurate in the platform. So we couldn't open it up to custom inputting of any standards. I do think Colorado's example is a good one, that if possible, aligning with the national standards so that they'd be supported in the search functionality, but in uploaded documents like educator materials or additional resources, there's nothing that would stop you from including any state or other local standards as well.
All right, thanks for those great responses and the great questions. Please do feel free to interrupt with any other questions that come up. I'm just going to finish going through the template that we have available to you, and then we're just going to open it up for anything that's come up along the way or anything that we haven't addressed that might be a concern or a question. So the fully filled out template includes all the activities that make up the resource kit. It includes everything from videos to text pieces. It includes each slideshow and all the slides that make up the slideshow. Now, this is really meant to be a tool that is useful for you and your creation. So some of the resource kits that we created, the templating process was a little bit later, and others that were more kind of first of their kind resource kits, we really built out the template pretty thoroughly to help guide that process. And so you can really use this in the way that best suits your needs. Each of the activities also has tags associated with it, and that is to help educators and students find resource kits that are associated with a certain topic or keyword that they're looking for. So there's a place here to indicate which tags you want to include at the activity level rather than the resource kit level. So educators can find activities, but they can also find the higher level of organization, which would be the resource kits.